say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another banger. Welcome to Some Random Guy Speaks, right? And we are about to get started today and things. So let me see here. Let me do this here because I got to get myself. Where's my thing at? Wait a moment. We got that one. Let me see here. I think what I want to do, let me go and put the other photo up. Give me one moment. All right, there we go. All right. Okay, so we'll move that one out. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we're going to be talking about today, you know. We are going to be talking about Iran's big gamble, you know, whoever the leadership is. And we're going to get down to it, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that big, beautiful flag of the United States of America. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. Some of you guys that been in the room yesterday, you're going to notice something different. If you ever been a mod before, now you are. Remember I said before, I have deputized some of you guys, though, you know. And we're going to ride out into the sunset. We're going to go here and eradicate and we're going to be doing a lot of arrests. I should say eradicate. We're going to be doing a lot of arrests with the silver bracelets in the room. So my deputies, you know, and I am the sheriff, you know. So, yeah, so before we get started with today's conversation or topic, let's go ahead and talk about what's going on the ground news and things. Hold on for a minute. Yeah. Now, I'm not sponsored by Ground News, but I have a year subscription, you know. And what I like about it is that I can see where the article was written, who was it by, and it gives me all the sources. So I could determine if it's biased or neutral or unbiased or whatever you want to call it. So it just let me know if it's left-leaning, in the center, or on the right and things. So I encourage you guys, you know, when you get a chance, go and subscribe to Ground News. This is where real news sources get their news. And I will get to the comments in a minute. But, yeah, we're going to talk about it. Boy, let me see. Where should I go here? Where should I start before we get started here? Let me see here. Right. Let me see here. Man, there's so much stuff going on here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to see here. I want to try to get something. All right. Yeah. So it looked like, UK, France, and Germany vow defensive action against Iran's missiles, drone capabilities. Right? Defensive action. They're going to be defending Iran's missiles, drone capabilities. Now, ask yourself this, ladies and gentlemen. Why would the UK, France, and Germany align themselves with the enemy of America, as well as the Middle East, as well as Israel, a lot of other countries, right? Why would they defend such a thing? Could it be that they are also puppets of the globalist? That's what it looks like, right? So it says here the UK, France, and Germany have vowed to take defensive action to destroy Iran's, right, capability to fire missiles and drones at the source, right? 3 country leaders were, upheld by Iran's, right, indiscriminated, right, and what is this here? Disproportionate missile attacks against countries in the regions. Ain't this something, man? Boy, I tell you, man, why would they do it? Why would they do this? Defensive, right? Against. But let's go ahead and go further in, though, let's go straight into it. So I appreciate you guys for showing up and things. So we're going to show up and show out, boy, I tell you, man. Boy, I tell you. So let's see here. Looking at it right now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at it here. So today we're going to be diving into the biggest question floating around right now. Will Iranians Iran's leadership actually bargain with Trump, right? That's the question. Or more accurately, given everything that happens in a few days later, right? They can even bargain at this point. Or is it way past that? This is the question that many of us would like to know. So here that is. So let's take a look at it here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see here. Let me set the scene for those who've been under a rock, just like before. We are early March 2026, and things in the Middle East just went tense, right, to a full chaos. President Trump, back in office, doing this thing, launched the Operation Epic Fury, right? Just like yesterday, over the weekend, U.S. and Israel forces hit Iran hard with the nuclear, right, sites, military bases, leadership compounds. Reports saying Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei is dead, right? In the strikes on Tehran, multiple top generals and officials gone too. Wow. Iran's retaliation, with missiles across the region hitting U.S. bases, allies like Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Bahrain, right? Oil prices are spiking. Shipping lanes are a mess, right? Trump is on TV saying the war might last for 3 or 4 weeks or whatever it takes, right? This all kicked off a few months on again, off again talks, right? Trump sent letters to set the deadline like 60 days window last year, pushing for a better deal. Then the old Obama era, the JCPOA, he ripped up back in 2018. He wanted the zero enrichment, no missile programs, full sanctions relief, only if they basically surrender. Their nuclear abomination, Iran, question mark, right? They kept saying no. They want sanctions lifted first, keep some enrichment, right, and they're not dismantling facilities. What is someone supposed to do, right? The talks happen in places like Geneva, right? Right. Mandated. Let me see here. Not mandated, but what is that? It's by a guy named Oman, right? There was reports of progress in Iran, even floated no stockpiling enrichment uranium. Maybe some of the economic sweeteners like oil investments or buying American goods, but Trump's team said Iran barked at the big question. Dismantle, right? Netan Fordal, right? Boy, they names, you know I'm gonna need help with their names, boy. I tell you. Shipped out the highly enriched stuff. Deadline passed, no deal. The boom strikes, right? Right? So now that Ayatollah Khamenei is gone, the Iran's running in the, interim council. President Pezeshkian, the former the reform leader guy, and the chief justice of some of the Ayatollahs, right? Boy, I tell you, man, I can't pronounce some of these other names, though, boy. Let me see here. Call screening. Call screening. Who is call screening? Who is that? Won't be no call screening. I'm over here doing the show, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what that's about. But at any event, let's get back on this as well, too. All right. Let me go ahead and cancel that. All right. Let's look at it here. All right. Now we got that here. Give me one moment. It was a call coming in on my live stream. I've always tell people don't text me and call me when I'm on my live, but that's okay though. It's okay. All right. So let's just go ahead and pause this just for a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to pause it just for a minute because we got to talk about this a little bit more. Now, you guys already know that Trump has the Armada. We're talking about every ship, man, that we got a lot of ships over there in Iran right now. So when they look out and see our military, we got the finest in the fleet. We got the Armada over there in Iran, right? The peace talks is going to happen, right? Because they don't have no choice in this matter, right? How in the hell can they defend against an Armada? Don't you know we are superior on land, on sea, as well as in the air? This is what make America so great. And Trump is doing this for who? The Iranian people, at the same time cutting off the support legs of the globalists, right? Because they need Iran. That's why they're trying to defend against it, ladies and gentlemen. So without Iran's support, this is a major blow. Even though, if you remember, Venezuela was a major blow as well, too. These are happening right now. This is history in the making. And as I mentioned before, the Iranian people that's in LA, man, they are celebrating, got the Iranian flags up. They are happy. They're saying, thank you, Mr. Trump, just like I said yesterday. Thank you, Mr. Trump. Thank you, Mr. Trump. They're celebrating. They're doing it in English and in Arabic. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I tell you, you know, they are happy. I hear a lot of Habibi, you know. Boy, I tell you, boy, they just saying that. They've been saying Allahu Akbar. That means God is great, though, by the way. So they're saying a lot of this stuff. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. This is the stuff that they're saying over there, man. You know what I'm saying? And they're saying this all to Trump. You know, so it destroys the narrative coming from the what? Who? The left. Because they're saying that these people are all upset and it's going to be retaliation and all that. When they look outside and they see our Armada, there's not going to be no retaliation. They don't want that smoke. You know, this is what the same thing happened in Venezuela, if you guys may or may not know. We had an Armada, but it wasn't a big one. It was enough to be able to deal with Venezuela, right? And when he refused, that's when they grabbed him and nabbed him, you know? The same thing gonna happen with this existing leadership. You either gonna conform or they're just going to be taken on out of power completely. So therefore, either Iranians, boy, you guys are looking good, and you guys are on the way to peace. Let's give a shout out to the Iranians, you know. Iranians. Let's give a shout out to the Iranians, right? Let's give a shout out to those guys, because y'all been under tyranny for 47 years. As I mentioned yesterday, man, it's going to be good again. Man, you guys are going to have, you know, that's what I say. You guys are going to first time have freedom. Just like over here in America, even though they're trying to take it from us, you know. Now, after that State of the Union, we see the DMs on the left as to who they truly are. They don't stand with America. They stand with the enemy, which is people in other countries that come here illegally and things. So this is what the people on the left stand for. We don't stand with that. It pissed a lot of American people off, including the blacks and the Latinos, man. You know what I'm saying? They say, how in the hell can you do this? So we don't rock with y'all like that over on the left at all. So their study dying out, fizzling out, because that was a mistake. You can't sit up here and pretend and, you know, I'm going to get back on the Iranian thing, but let's talk about it with the State of the Union thing. Boy, Trump baited them good, man. It was so stupid. They fell right into that trap. And then the people see what they truly are. When they didn't stand with the rest of the people there at the State of the Union, it just looked at like these people are treason, which a lot of them are. They are treasonous. These are people are treasonous, are traitors of America, you know. Some of them even come in this room, though, you know, talking all this ish and all that, man, trying to defend something that's undefendable. You can't defend against that. You just make yourself look weak and stupid every time trying to defend such nonsense, you know. This is America, man, the land of the free, home of the brave, you know, Second Amendment rights. We got freedom of speech, freedom of religion, as well as freedom of the press. Don't you ever forget it. Let no one infringe on our rights, you know what I'm saying? It ain't for some, it's for all. And you guys are seeing, we never seen something like this. The people that were sworn in to represent the people of America, it was never supposed to be a bipartisan, not at this level. These people are straight out traitors, man, you know, because they were sworn, took an oath to get it into Congress, right? They swore to took an oath to protect uphold the Constitution as well as the American people. And the people on the left did not do that. So all your traitors, you know, because you already know Ilhan Umar, she was never about America anyway. So that's to be expected. I don't call her a traitor. This was just somebody. The thing about it is that you got these, these phony people in Congress, even these rhinos too, man. Those are traitors because they pretend to be for the American people, but when it turn and the other side of it, you know, they're not. They're against the American people. They really are. Hold on for one moment. Yeah, so they're against the American people in every way. And we saw that at the State of the Union address. There's no way around it. They can't backtrack out of this. They are fully exposed, right, to what they truly are. And therefore, like I said, it's not going to end well for them. Because when we get them out of power, a lot of them are being arrested with this involvement with this Epstein stuff. They had every opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. When Biden was there, not one of them pressed the issue about release the Epstein files. They only had the idea when, Elon Musk said it, when him and Trump was supposed to be beefing. And that was planned too. They fell right into that trap. It fell right into these traps, man. The Democrats, man, are going down in flames, man. It's flames, flames, flames. You can sit up here and talk all the stuff that you want to. It doesn't matter because, and thank y'all for the likes too. I really appreciate it. But it doesn't matter because at the end, the American people, the people that are, let's say some of the moderate liberals and moderates and then on the ones on the right, they see you guys progressive left as to who you guys truly are. You never been about protecting America. You've been about your own self-interest as well as illegal aliens, and allowed them to come over here, and then you gave them set-aside programs, made them a special victim, set up sanctuary cities and stuff like this. This is all the crap that they did. Talking about dreamers and crap. Boy, this is the thing. But I don't want to get too far away from that. But I had to bring that up because it kind of goes hand in hand in regards to some of the other things that are going on. But back to the Iranian thing, though, man. So this is basically what it is, you know. So with why Iran was being funded to do what they do, you know what I'm saying? And when you start really thinking about it, you guys are seeing more and more of a picture that's being let's say study unfolding right before our eyes, right? The same things that happened with Venezuela is going to happen with Iran. But why? Because their regime is buckling right now. The top leaders in Iran is gone. Ayatollah Khamenei, they're all gone. The generals, all of them gone. So whoever's there got to bargain with Trump. The Armada is already there. We got every ship that you can think of in this sea, in the Gulf region over there, right? They're over there right now, just chilling, just to be given the command, given the word. If I was in that leadership, I'd be like, hell no, I'm not going to take on an Armada, man. We'll be destroyed. At least the leadership, Trump ain't going to attack innocent Iranians, even though that's what they're trying to push that narrative, right? They're just going to apprehend the existing leadership if they do not conform, though. At this point, they have no choice, right? Because the deep state can't protect them, you know? All this crap about UK, Germany, and France, you guys need to step down. You're no match. You're no match for this Armada at all. Just go ahead and step down and bow down. That's all you got to do, right? So other than that, ladies and gentlemen, this is basically what it is. Trump's side, right? He's in the bargaining mode, per some analysts comparing it to Venezuela. Pressure still, right, till they crack, which they're about to. But he's also for the Iranians to rise up. Trump wants the Iranians to take over the government, the regime change vibes, right? Even if the new leader wants to talk, why trust Trump? Talks are ongoing. Thus, then the strike mid-negotiations, right? This is basically what it is. Like Oman said, progress was real, but Trump pulled the trigger anyway, right? That said, could things shift, right? I mean, it could shift, you know, because like I said before, if anybody remember Venezuela, I don't know what Nicolas Maduro thought, because he only had, 300 Cubans trying to protect him. And we're seeing how that went down, you know what I'm saying? So these people are in no place or no leverage to play hardball, right? This ain't what this bargain is. They have to drop whatever that nuclear, all that stuff is gone, right? Iran is on the verge of being free. The people got to step up, and they are. The people, because the people that was stepping up, what is it, a couple of weeks ago, and they're over here annihilating their own people, right? Now, only a tyrant would do this. So the people, progressive left, talking about boo-hoo Trump, when they and this is the phony narrative. They have truly lost the narrative. These are insane people, boy, I tell you. Because what's right is that the Iranians, they are making a choice to stand up. They are happy with Mr. Trump. Thank you, Mr. Trump. So it destroys the narrative coming from the progressive left. It just destroys it. And they know it too. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, it's looking good. I'm looking forward to the Iranians taking back their country, toppling and overthrowing their dictator leadership. Therefore, things are going to be good, wholesome, and right again. You guys going to be able to have a great time being able to decide on who your leaders are going to be instead of a tyrant telling you guys what it is and what to do. Those days are gone. So Iranians, if hear me and hear me well, You are in a real great position right now, which you guys know because y'all rolling with Trump. And Trump told you, you guys, he said he wants the Iranians to step up. You Iranians got to step up. You have to step up, and I know you guys are going to step up. You're capable of doing it. Remember, you are the people. Don't let no dictator government dictate you no more. 47 years under dictatorship, no more. And I'm proud of you guys, man. You guys are happier. You're going to be better. You're going to be like America and stuff. You're going to be able to have businesses once again and jobs without some dictator telling you what to do. Remember, you guys are the power, just like here in America. It's the people, we the people, not the we the government. It's we the people, for the people, by the people. Remember, right? And you guys are going to experience this for yourselves. See, here in America, we already know it. There's no dictator telling us where we can set up shop. All those lies coming from the left are lies. They are a pack of lies. That's why people don't rock with them. They don't have the narrative no more. The fake news media and all them that back them up, they're being destroyed, you know. Boy, I tell you, man, CNN is garbage. ABC is garbage. CBS is garbage. I halfway tolerate Fox, but really all of them are garbage. That's why people don't trust the fake news anymore. We get our news sources from other sources, right? So therefore, we can stay informed. Ain't no news media ever talked about no Armada and none of this type of stuff. Why not? Because it makes Trump look good. So they have to talk about stuff in the negative, right? And that's exactly what it is, though, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, so therefore, you guys, Iranians, man, once again, you know, I thank you guys. You're taking back your country. But for real, the ball is in the Iranians' court right now. You guys, as the people, you must take back your country. You got a major clearance for the land the plane now. Now that the one way is let's say the blockade is gone, meaning their leadership. Now you can just go ahead and land that plane. You guys can do it. I got faith in you Iranians. You can do it. Take back your country. And when you do, and people from over here, you guys can go back over there to Iran too and build your country, right? The ayatollah is gone. The remaining leadership is going to be ousted out. There's going to be terms. There's going to be conditions. And one of them is that they cannot have a nuclear capability. That is not allowed. No uranium, none of this stuff, right? The deep state is being toppled. I'm talking about the state-funded terrorists, that is. They're being toppled down. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, they do not have any more power, just like the power was stripped from them in Venezuela. Every country that we're talking about, Cuba or Colombia, one of you, or Mexico, one of you guys, one of three, it's coming. Judgment is coming there too. The liberation must happen, bro. And when it does, it's going to be a beautiful thing, man. Because I can see Trump totally eradicating the cartel out of there. And then you Mexicans, you guys that's over here, even illegal, you guys are going to be like, I can go home now. Oh, man, I can go home, you know. So it's going to be a joyous thing, though, seeing people in Cuba, seeing people in Colombia, seeing people in Mexico, and a lot of these Honduras. You guys are going to be so excited, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man. I mean, I'm just saying, it's going to be a beautiful thing. It's going to be a beautiful thing, though, being able to see your loved ones. Don't have to be worrying about the cartel, because a lot of them are afraid for very good reason. The cartel ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Boy, I tell you. So right now, you don't want to be going to these countries until these countries are fully liberated. The Democrats had every opportunity to do this. They did not. Now, let's go back and bang on the Democrats a little bit more, and then I'm going to come back around there again. Look at, since Trump has taken over and stopped the crime in this country, you know that crime have dropped so low. It's been 125 years since the crime rates have dropped like this. Boy, it's making the Dems look foolish. All Trump had to do was just send in the National Guards, take care of things, right? The Dems could have done it, but they gave us every excuse. They lied and they played with the numbers and stuff, with the DOJ, the FBI statistics. They actually cooked the books to push their narrative so they can get more funding. That's how that ish goes, right? But now all of it is coming out to the light. Dems, y'all ain't got nothing to stand on. Trump, once again, look at the crime have dropped. It ain't been this low since 120 years. 120 years or 125 years, one of the two, but that's how low crime has been since then. You mean to tell me, Dems, that you guys could have sent in National Guards a long time ago, but you refused to do it? You mean to tell me that you could have stopped a lot of this stuff from happening? You could have stopped the drugs coming into this country? They did not. There was a man in his party, which is the MAGA Republicans under the leadership of Donald J. Trump. He stopped this stuff, right? He took action. They did not. Do you honestly think that they're going to be able to win in the elections? You see how they showed out at the State of the Union address. Look at that. Look what happened there. They had a pitiful State of the Union on their own. People over here in frog outfits and giraffes. What the hell is this, man? Some type of, what the hell is this, romper room? What is this, the kindergarten thing? This is how much they think of you guys on the left, man. It's just crazy, man. Frog outfits. What's the deal with the frog outfit, man? And I've been meaning to do another one on this because, certain things, oh boy, but that's the thing about it, man. The hypocrisy runs deep on the progressive left. And I love clowning them because they're clowns, man. Idiots, buffoons, right? That stand for this type of stuff. They never stood for the American people. They have been lying to us. They have been cheating on us, cheating with the money or the taxes and all the rest of this stuff. This is why the stuff never got any better. You can fact check this stuff too. And when they did, they found out that Trump was right. 125 years. Crime has dropped down since then. And remember, I don't have Trump derangement syndrome. I don't have Obama syndrome either. Trump or Obama deranged syndrome either. I do not, right? Because we can look at his shitty policies. We can look at all of them. Clinton's shitty policies and stuff. A lot of them was shitty. It's just a bunch of crap. They were the ones responsible for selling our country out. And I stand on that with everything I love, though, too, and that's exactly what it is. But getting back to Iran, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, Iranians, man, you guys are doing a great job. Just land that plane. The one way has been cleared for you to land. You being signaled to come in. You guys are standing up and stuff, man. Man, when are you going to call me? Man, boy, I tell you this motherfucker here. Let me see. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right, told her to stop calling me when I'm doing my live stream. But at any event, so there, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be wholesome. It's going to be fresh and good, Iranians, you guys going to have a country of your own again. And then, let's say 20 years out, I can see it where people are going to be coming over there and visiting. You're going to have like resorts and everything, chilling. You guys can be as beautiful as, Dubai and stuff like that. Got that beautiful water over there, You can see the guys hanging out, talking to the girls again, and everything, and having nice jobs and stuff without being told like a dictator where to go and do this and that. And you got to give all your money away. You got to worship somebody on TV or on the picture. Everybody got to have a picture of the ayatollah on the wall. Man, in America, we don't do that. You guys that are over here, Iranians, we don't do that type of stuff in America. We have a thing called choice and freedom. Look at what they're doing now. They can even criticize Trump. Nobody is kicking in the doors and arresting these guys. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff, fascist stuff. The fascist is the Ayatollah. The fascist is Nicolas Maduro. The fascist is all these people, right? Look at Macron over there in the UK. He's gotten censorship over there, silencing people over there, over in Germany and France as well. Macron, Starmer, all these people, man. Look at them. Look at what's going on over here. Censorship. Because after censorship, you know what's going to be coming next, right? It's called a totalitarian control system. Socialists, communists, and other stuff that's intertwined in there, right? This is exactly what it is. So, like I said, Iranians, you guys are going to be like Americans once it's done, you know. You could be able to vote you could be able to vote who you want to represent you, right? Way America always been about. It's about for the people, by the people, not for the Congress, for the government, by the government. That's not how it's supposed to be. The Dems think so. The corrupt Dems, the ones that took the oath and got and sold the American people out. That's what they did. And Trump is making them look more ridiculous and stupid. And I'm going to get on the comments in a minute. But I'm just saying, though, he's making them look more and more dumb and stupid every single day. You know why? Because you can't hide this stuff. The books are being they've been cooking the books for years. The DOJ, FBI, crime statistic files. I knew they were off anyway. They had it like whites were doing more of the crimes than people in my community and other stuff. They did that on purpose, right? And then what they didn't tell you that they were including illegal. There was other people that were classified as white too, and they just pushed them all under the umbrella. So it made it look like, well, the white man was the most violent in this country, you know? And when we look at these inner cities and these neighborhoods and so forth, you see what's going on, you know? Our black-on-black crime, violence, and all the statistics and everything, they kept cooking the books. Now that things is normaling out and we're starting to see crime drop down, it ain't been this low since 125 years. That's a beautiful thing. Look at Memphis. Look at Washington, D.C., Chicago, and these other areas, man. They had to send them in there to do the job, right? And he's still going to send them more into other cities, too, because he's going to either ship up or ship out. It's just how it is, though, you know? This is Trump's America right now, man, along with the Patriots, which is us. This is exactly what it is. I feel good. When people always used to ask, why you vote for Trump? It's pretty obvious. It's a lot of things he's been doing, man. He pulled us away from the WHO. Pulled us away. Yeah, pulled us away from that crap, you know. I mean, we getting our health thing back on with JFK Jr., man. I might bringing up a lot of points, man. Look at what Trump been doing with the tariffs, man. We're talking about the tariffs, which is a income-based economy, not a debt-based economy. For some of those that missed that yesterday, the difference between the deep state left, which is a debt income economy, which means that they have to have the taxes in order to push their agendas. See, with Trump's tariffs income topples the tax income big time. It threatens their system. That's why they were trying to push to get rid of it, because they know the more and more. Oh, no. Hold on for a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Got a call. All right, guys, sorry about that. That was an important phone call I had to take. But yeah, man, so other than that, getting back to what we were saying before, though, you know, so we're talking about a tariff income economy versus a debt income economy. And if you know in history, the tariff debt-based economy always topples anything else. This is why they're so afraid of it. This is what Trump don't just do this for his own greed. He does this for leverage, right? This is how he's able to control and get other countries to back up. Because if you don't, like he's going to do with Ukraine, I'm sorry, not Ukraine. He got them covered too. But I'm talking about the UK, France, and Germany. All you got to do is raise the tariffs. They'll back off. He probably raised it another 10%. That's how he controlled these people. Can't you guys understand the big picture now? So while the left progressives still talking this ish, right? We're looking at a real leader that these people are using their head, using strategies, and this is the reason why other nations is not going to get involved. They don't want that smoke. Because who want to pay higher tariffs to send products into America? I know if I was outside of America as a businessman, I'd be like, well, what the hell are you doing? You know 15% is going to kill us on top of the 10% we already are being paid anyway. We got to pay tariffs. These other countries, for the longest time, they never had to pay these type of tariffs like that. But they was charging the U.S. to ship products to the U.K. and all the rest of them. Canada, too. Canada been leaking, you know what I'm saying? They've been leeching off of us, right? For a long time. No disrespect to the Canadians, but your government ain't ish, right? That's the problem. Like, look at, you see what I'm saying? We talking about Justin Trudeau. He was garbage. Most of them were garbage, right? That's just how it is, you know? So therefore, the one that holds all the juice is Trump, you know? Not the UK, not Germany, not France, Canada, name the countries. They do not hold the juice. We in America, we the best. We the best, though. This is what USA. USA, baby. USA. USA. We the best. We the best. That's why I play the Star Spangled Banner. Copyright free, but that's why I play the Star Spangled Banner, man. Don't it get you juiced up? Doesn't it get you excited? Doesn't it get you all warm, fuzzy, and so forth inside? That's how it's supposed to be. That's freedom. Can't you hear freedom? Can you smell freedom? The red, the white, and the blue. We got the greatest flag in the world, well recognized. When countries see the American flag, man, they know what time it is, you know? Boy, I tell you, man, this is a beautiful thing, man. I can't wait till the 4th of July come up. We're going to be celebrating 250-year anniversary of the United States of America, man. This is a beautiful country, man. Do you know how lucky a lot of you guys are, man, to be born in America? You could have been born anywhere in the world, but you were born here in America, man, right? This is a beautiful thing, man. Look at the shores, man. Look at we got some America got some beautiful places. Talking about other places got some beautiful stuff, but we got some history here. We got you know what I'm saying? All this type of beauty and splendor here in Americas. Boy, I tell you, here in America, not Americas, but America, boy, I tell you, man, right? So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's some beautiful things though. And I'm going to travel across America because you guys got to get out there and do America, man. You know what I'm saying? Mount Rushmore. You got to visit Mount Rushmore, man. You get a chance, visit Mount Rushmore. Take those photos. This right here in our backyard, right here in good old USA, man. We got great food here. We bring a lot of culture here when other people come here and make it hot. From Chinese food to Korean food, Thai food. We even have my favorite, which I have a lot of, the Caribbeans and all the rest of it. African food. You know, all this stuff, this is what make America great, right? Don't let these people on the left tell you otherwise. They're ashamed of being Americans. I'm not ashamed at all. I love being an American. Got that flag up. You guys put that flag out there in the comments, man. Let them know who you rocking with, you know. The good old United States of America, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. Boy, I love that Star Spangled Banner. You can tell, too, can't you? You know what I'm saying? Nobody on here plays the Star Spangled Banner. Now, I'm going to set a trend now. Watch, they're going to be playing the Star Spangled Banner. All I said is you better make sure it's copyright free because they will give you a copyright strike. Oh my goodness. But yeah, but other than that though, ladies and gentlemen, so it's a beautiful thing, isn't it, man? I'm just happy seeing that the Iranians are on the brink of getting their freedom, man, getting their liberty in the pursuit of happiness. It's just around the corner. Y'all know what y'all got to do, right? You know what you got to do. Boy, ain't that a beautiful thing, man, the Iranians, man? I tell you, man, you guys are going to be, and then also, once your country has been truly, fully liberated, and then you're going to be able to, you're going to be in trade and commerce, and we're going to be buying your oil and stuff like that. You're going to be able to sell your oil to other countries in the world and things. You're going to be right along with the rest of the other countries. You're going to be in the trading, you know, and everything, trading and commerce, man. You're going to be part of that. No more sanctions, you know, no type of tyranny, tyrant, and so forth, man. He's the out. He's old. I should have put a a X thing out, because he's not even living no more, man. You know, there's no reward for the dead. As Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead, man. There's no reward for the dead. Let the dead bury the dead. You know what I'm saying? We talking about right now. We in the living right now, man. Living. Yep, we living, boy. I tell y'all, man. So, yeah, it's been a beautiful, beautiful thing being an American. Then I'm going to get to the comments very soon. But living in America, man, I love talking about the Iranians, man. You guys are going to be feeling good, wholesome, and sweet again. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, y'all can have the choice if you want to wear the hijab or not. You ain't got no man and nobody telling you got to put on that hijab and wear that hijab. Don't you want to feel sexy too, ladies, you know, like they do over here in America? You know what I mean? When you could be able to walk out and stuff and look good for your man again. Ain't that a beautiful thing without having no man tell you this and that? Yeah, so that's a beautiful thing, though, man. That's what it is, though, you know. That's a beautiful thing. Yeah, you fellas, too, you know. You better put on your smell goods going out to the club, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. I don't know how y'all feel. I don't think y'all can't, you know, doing the drinking stuff with the religion. But the other stuff is still universal, you know. You want to be able to go out and have a good time. You got your smell good on. You got your little shorty on your arm and stuff. You want to go to the movies and stuff. You guys can be creating movies and stuff again. And just had the freedom to do these things, though, you know, because, you know, when y'all better come up with your Constitution, I'm sure America and Trump is going to help you with your Constitution as well. Remember, it should be for the people, by the people, not for the government, by the government. You don't need no more tyranny. You guys have been under tyranny for 47 years, man. And I salute you, Iranians. Do I have any Iranians in this chat? I had some yesterday. Come on back in this room and back your brother up on this type of stuff, you know? Because all I'm saying, I'm just talking like this out of love, you know, not out of hate, out of love, you know what I'm saying? That's why they call me Tony Love. No Diddy, but Tony Love, you know what I'm saying? Because I come with a lot of love, you know? That's exactly what it is. And with this administration, with Trump at the helm, you know, boy, we're going to be liberating. We are taking the power away from the deep state, one country at a time. With the globalists, one country at a time, man. And you guys are going to keep seeing this trend. You're going to keep seeing this. No matter how the news try to spin it, we have all of the control. We have all of the power. Like I said before, explaining how the tariffs and everything, because it can also be used as a great negotiating tactic to keep wars. This is how Trump was able to stop 8 wars. By doing the tariffs. There was no boots and people on the ground. The people you saw, the soldiers and the boots on the ground came under Obama. It came under the Bushes. Y'all remember that? All of them, it came under them. 20-year war out. You know what I'm saying? They destabilized the Middle East with that foolishness, all for oil. They were taking it. Halliburton, all these other military contracts, industrial complex. They were all making the money off that, right? We look at 9/11 and all that stuff. One can say that a lot of them say it's an inside job, you know, when you start really thinking about it, right? More and more evidence is compiled about that type of stuff. So all this foolishness that's going on, this is about oil. It was about greed and power and control, right? That day has gone. That day has been toppled, right? It really is, boy. It's looking really good, man. I'm proud of you guys, though, over there in Iran, you know? I'm proud of you guys. Stay encouraged, stay strong, and don't let no one take your freedom away from you again. Because remember, the progressive left, people on the left, they don't have the narrative no more. They're going right down, though. You know, everybody saw that thing with Ilhan Umar with all this fraud. They allow fraud in a lot of their states. This is nothing but fraud. Because Ilhan Umar is going to be, she's going to be deported. I'm not even worried about that. And Taliba Rashid, these are people that hate America. They never liked America, right? And they hate America. That's why they were trying to take it over, but it failed. And that's why a lot of Somalis have been rounded up. We're going to get the Palestinian illegals up on out of here. A lot of them going to be going out anyway. They're already being rounded up as we speak anyway. So therefore, we're going to have a wholesome United States of America again. And like I said before, I'm not attacking Islam, but here's the thing about it. You're seeing an uprising across the world against Islam, right? Because even in Japan, what's her name? Y'all know what I'm talking about. What's her name? I got to pull her up. But she's not playing around, man. You guys watched I was over there reading and watching some stuff yesterday. And she's not messing around, man. Anybody is illegal in Japan. They coming for you. It's just a matter of time. And they are rounding up these people, rounding up the Islamic people over there. They are rounding them up, and deporting them up out the country. Because as we are having problems over here, because their Eastern philosophies and hatred towards what they consider infidels, right? They want to take it over, but it's failing. Under Obama and all this stuff, it's all failing, right? And we're getting you up on out of here one way or the other. Because you are the interlopers. You guys are, not us. You know, we already have a system made already. It's called freedom and the choice that we are allowed to do, right? So there that is. If you want to do that, we're going to send you right back over there in the Middle East, back over in your countries where you belong. Because if you don't know how to adapt and follow the land of the law or law of the land, then you're going to be deported up on out of here. We don't want you protesting. We don't want you out here demonstrating. We don't want you doing any of that. As an illegal, you don't have the right to do that. If you are doing that, that's what they're doing in Japan right now, getting them up on out of there, right? If you spit, they will hit, right? And you ain't no exception, right? This is how it go, right? Then we're going to have you're going to conform, you're going to obey the law of the land, or you will be deported up on out of here. Because it's already obvious that because of what you believe in, you don't know how to assimilate into America, right? See, everybody else, we don't have any problems with it because people love to be Americans. But if you're trying to be on some conquering stuff with all these people here in the Second Amendment, right, it ain't gonna happen. Do you know what you really messing with? You know what I'm saying? Shoot. It's amazing how that one dude that I talked about yesterday, African, that went up there and shot those 14 people and killed 2 people. Because, you know, Texas alone is a gun state for real, for real. You know, everybody got a gun. They should have, they could have made that guy Swiss cheese if they really wanted to. I'm just saying, right? So therefore, this is a message to you guys from the East. Don't come over here with this bullshit. You don't want to do that. You're going to follow the law of the land. This is not Saudi Arabia. This is not Yemen, right? This is not Jordan, right? This is not Iraq, right? This is not, what's the other one? Any of them, right? It's not that. Lebanon is not that, right? This is America, right? And you're going to conform and follow the law. There will never be a Sharia law here in America. You go to run and tell them that. It's never going to happen, right? This is America. America first, and you're going to follow our laws. Japan got their own laws, and I'm happy to see that president. I'm proud to see her stepping up. She's handling her business, though. And I'm all for it. Kick them out, get them out your country. If they cannot follow the rules and the laws, get out of here. Get to stepping. As Martin Lawrence said, get to stepping, right? That's exactly what it is. Get to stepping, right? That's exactly, and that's for anybody else too. We ain't gonna have no disrespect. You're gonna obey that flag. You burn the flag. It's 1 year in prison. Yep, you better not touch that flag. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Now, let me go over here and look at the comments and stuff before I get jet up on out of here. You know, let me see here. Boy, it's a beautiful thing. Got down here. I'm going to go down backwards and work my way up. You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. Thank you. Let me see here. I appreciate it. Let me go ahead and post her right on up. Boy, she's a sweet pea, ain't she? Look at that. Boy. Cone. Yep. The Reed. Yep. You welcome, though, sweetie. You welcome. You are welcome. Somebody had to tell it and do it. It may as well be me. You know, it may as well be me, man. We looking good right now. We looking good. I tell y'all, man. Let me see here. Let me see here. Let me see here. I'm going to post only the comments, the good comments, right? People that love this country, right? America, right? We're going to go ahead and post all this other stuff. We ain't going to do it. Happy Mac, you know what to do now. I told you I was going to make you a sheriff, didn't I? Yep. Didn't I tell you? I mean, a deputy. Didn't I tell you I was going to deputize you? Look at you, got your wrench. Man, congratulations to. Oops, I'm sorry, guys. Hold on for a minute. What I going to, yeah, there you go. That's the wrong one. Happy Mac, man, got his wrench. Congratulate Happy Mac with his wrench. Oh, yeah, got his wrench. You know what to do, y'all. You know what to do, deputy. You have been deputized, man. So they come up in here getting crazy. You know what to do. Bounce, stay behind, right up on out of here. We ain't taking no ish today, right? Any word, pedo, any word, anything that I don't like. Let me see if we got another one that's a moderator. Okay. Sharon, I see you here. You know what to do as well. Trump is on the move. Yeah, you know what to do, though. All I want to see, anything that says pedo, automatic, out, right? Let me see here. What else? That'll be the first one right there. Try as I go along with some of the other ones, but you have my permission, take him out of here, you know? Anything about a traitor, take him out of here. I'm referring to me or us or MAGA, right? Any type of anti, get him out of here, right? That's exactly what it is. We're going to get him out. We're going to get him out of here. I'm just over here reading this stuff. People paid the ultimate price in Iran's freedom. You are absolutely right about that, Sharon. And I'm glad you reminded me of that, you know, because they have paid the ultimate price. A lot of people have lost their lives. Thank you for the likes. A lot of people have lost their lives, man. Let me go and post that too. Sharon, you know, you are right about that. Go ahead and put that up on there, boy. People have lost their lives, you know. We got London Watchmen that says Trump 2028. That's what I'm talking about, you know. That's what I'm talking about. Boy, look at that. You guys are rocking, man. Look at this, boy. Oh, you know I love reading my comments, though. The ones that I like gonna be read. Everything else, I thank you for the like. Yeah, but I like it. I like it, boy. Let me see here. Let me see. America is like a Walmart. Some people that work there steal. Some people don't. Yeah, I guess you could equate it that way, though, when more and more I think about it, though. Yeah, I could see America's more like a Walmart, you know what I'm saying, and things. You got Happy Mac, boy. Let me see it. Brian, they got to laugh. That's right. Let me see here. Certain countries don't have the maturity to own nuclear weapons, and Iran is the top of the list. Absolutely. I said that yesterday. Because there's a certain amount of responsibility that holds a nuclear weapon, right? And we know that uranium was stolen and things. Thank you for the likes. It was stolen, and we know that these are state-funded terrorists, right? These are state-funded people like Iran. We're talking about Hamas. We're talking about Hezbollah. We're talking about ISIS. You name them, they were all funded right here in good old USA. Unfortunately, but true, right? Because how would they get the uranium? How would they do this stuff outside of that? Unless they were getting help. You know what I'm saying? Sound like a traitor to me, right? Sure do. Boy, I tell you. Let me see here. Breathe. Okay, what's that? Yeah, breathe deep now. Yeah. Iran should have had support Hamas. That was the beginning of the end. That brought it to its let me make this a little bit bigger here. Hold on for a minute. Make this a little bit bigger as I'm over here just reading comments. That's a lot better. Oh yeah. Bud Russell is back in the house too. Trump power. Man, you guys are really rocking, man. This is what I'm talking about. Because we all patriots over here, man. We're not going to go down with the ship. No way. This is America. We're going to defend it. We're going to love it. And we're going to protect it. Ain't that something? Boy, I tell you. Boy, we got Bubba. With some of you guys I remember from before, I love those flags up there too. Those American flags, man. Yeah, those American flags, man. Ain't that something? Boy, look at that. But like I said before, let me go and read this and then we go ahead with that. Let me see here. Francis says that FBI we know deleted the files. Yeah, exactly. They deleted a lot of the files before Cash Patel and them got in there and things. We already know they were cooking the books. They were lying to the American people. You know what I'm saying? They were doing a lot of things, ladies and gentlemen. It just was anti-American. Because if you look at it, the stuff that they were doing with the old DOJ, FBI, they were treason. They were working right along the side, working against our president we all know and love, and that was Donald Trump. The Russia thing, all that came under Obama. Obama gave the command. And that's just why he's going to be in those silver hand bracelet cuffs eventually. You know what I'm saying? Because he has to go down. He has to pay for what he has done in Iran and so forth. He has to pay for the Muslim Brotherhood, try to take this country down. He got to pay, ladies and gentlemen, just how it is. That's your treason right there. And right now with Tulsi Gabbard coming out with a lot of stuff with the Russia, he got to pay for his crimes, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the likes. Greatest president ever, the GOAT. Yep, Robert Cable. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Trump is the GOAT, you know. Yep, it's killing American consumers. This is what Lou Hawk said. I remember you before in here too. Killing American consumers, man. That's exactly what it is, man. They are killing us, man, here in America, man. They don't care, man. They are anti-government, man. I mean, not only government, but they really anti-American people. Because the people is really the government. It's not the government. We, the people, are the government. Don't let nobody else tell you otherwise, you know. You're talking, read the comments. Sean Banks, I'm up here trying to do the best I can, Sean, but I have a show and I got a format that I try to do. But I do come around and read the comments. Thank you for the likes, though, too. But I thank you for the reminder, though, Sean Banks, the trucker. And I get a lot of truckers, though, too, that come on my channel. I appreciate it. I don't like to ignore people's comments, but I'm trying to do the best I can, you know. I don't have a full Hollywood production. It's just me. You know, Aaron says the refund will go to corporations anyways. Price for us, normal people, would never go down. You know, you got to have some faith, though, Aaron, man, because like it is, though, once we get the leverage that we need, where we better get rid of the Federal Reserve, because I could see that going away. And once that goes away and the IRS goes away, this is where we're going to see the economy like we never seen it before, man. We don't have anybody taking our money, regulating, pushing lawfare and all this other stuff, right? All that's going to go out the window. Trump and the Patriots are winning. They are losing, you know what I'm saying? So because of our tariff-based income society that Trump has created, right? It's a beautiful thing. Let me see here. What else? Francis says, yeah, right there, not going back down, right? Just like America is finding out now. Fuck around and find out. Yeah, exactly, Francis Sharpen. Yeah, right, exactly, right? Because we are not going to back down. We Americans, right? We Americans, right? And we stand for the flag. We stand for the United States. This is the best country on earth to be a part of, though, man. I am not anti-American or government or none of that stuff. We want our government to be working like it's supposed to for the people, not for the government and for unelected officials like Mr. Krusty and all the rest of them, man. That's not how America works. Somebody, let me see it. Eric Smith says Mexico is next. You think Mexico is next, Eric? Y'all think Mexico is next on Trump's list? You know? I know it's on the list, but y'all think it's going to be the next one to be liberated? because the government, was it President Claudia, man, in Mexico, she's afraid of the cartel. The cartel put her in there in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, y'all think Mexico for real? Y'all think, which one y'all think next? Cuba, Mexico, Colombia, which one, you know? Sean Banks, the trucker, says all the tariffs are unlawful and need to be refunded. Sean, you don't understand what's going on in the bigger picture, man. You know what I'm saying? You've been lied to by the left again. You do not understand tariffs. If I were to quiz you right now, name me the presidents that did it before Trump. And that's a question to you, Mr. Sean Banks, Sean Banks, the trucker. And I say that respectively, Mr. Sean Banks. If you could name me without Googling who these tariff presidents were, you know what I'm saying, and things, I give you a play. You know what I'm saying? Meaning like I give you one of those if you can name them. Yeah, I give you an applause if you can name them. And then study further about what they did in their day. Study Andrew Jackson. I give you one. It was Andrew Jackson, right? I'm going to see here. Atlas, the barber, said America will soon send land troops and lose the war. No, they're not going to send land troops. They don't have to. They got a whole armada over there off the Gulf. And this is what they don't tell you on the news. This is the same thing happened with Maduro, right? Nicolas Maduro over there in Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? We are sitting in the driver's seat. This ain't that old war where they did that on purpose, right? They sent the troops over there and wanted a forever war. Look at the past, right? Trump stopped 8 wars. This defeats what you're saying, Atlas. Trump stopped 8 wars. You know how he did it? He did it through tariffs. Because he said, what did he say? He said, peace through strength. Remember? And the better way to display that is when you show your armada. When you have your armada, right? When you look out the window and you see, you know what an armada is? We're talking about a fleet of ships, right? And this is being sent to the world. They said, man, I never seen so many ships before, right? This is how Trump and the Patriots are getting down, right? God is using Trump. You right about that. I always said that, man. Trump is the GOAT. He's heaven sent. You know what I'm saying? This is exactly what it is, right? Let me see here. What's it? George Cogswell. It's not Iran's bank gamble. The United States will lose, and they will lose hard. Man, George, are you American, man? What the hell, man? I can't read this foolishness, man. What you mean, Are you American, first of all, John Cogswell? You hear this? Are you American? First of all, I need to know, man, because that ain't making no sense there. I hope you're not American saying this, though, man. Because thank you for the likes. I'm thinking you're looking kind of suspect to me. I'm looking at you side-eye right now, George Cogswell, man. George Cogswell sound like an American name. Tell me that you from another country. Just lie to me at least. Don't tell me you from America. Because when we lose, you lose, sir. If you live in America, come on now. Don't do it to me like that. Don't do that to me, though, George. Listen what you just typed down here. Right? You know what I'm saying? Listen to what you just typed. Read what you said, right? Because thank you for the like. Y'all know that don't make no sense, right? Bud Russell says, why would he block you, Sean? Everything you said is stupid. Oh, man, come on now. Oh, man. Come on, Sean, man. Anybody blocking you? I'm only reading this stuff backwards, so, in things, but just give me a little time here. Yeah, and Sean Banks, the trucker, man, like I said, you're welcome here. Nobody blocking you, man. But you don't understand what tariffs are going on. I never hear you criticize who the deep state is, who the globalists are, man. You act as if Trump is just doing this without having enemies of the world, not just the United States, enemies of the world, sir. You need to go ahead and research that, man. Because right now, you are looking suspect. I got to look at you side-eye because you don't know enough. You're just reading stuff or hearing stuff of what they tell you on that phony news rag they call it the news, which should be, I should put the icon of a toilet up there. If that's where you're getting your sources, sir, you have already lost in the sauce. Ayatollah, go flush down the toilet. I like that because that's exactly what Trump and the Patriots did, though. You know? Right. That's exactly what it is. I gave them the shit, my deputies blocking abilities, right, to block if anybody used pedo and Trump in the same narrative. That would get you blocked, right? I also said what would get you blocked if you go to name calling someone stupid, dumb, an idiot, you're a moron. Because I never attack anybody like that, but I do get people that say that about me, right? But yeah, we're going to have a really good dialogue. You can have your opinion about stuff, and you may disagree. But I just say this. You may want to start investigating on the tariffs, see what's going on with that other than what they're telling you. Because how you think that Trump was able to stop 8 wars, sir? He's a peace president, not a war president. Obama is a war president, right? And we talking about him funding state-funded terrorists, sir. I mean, come on now. Oh, my goodness, boy, I tell you, man. Yeah, like I said, I don't mind him in the room, but, you know, like I said, I've dealt with people like him that refuse to see the obvious, right? And the best of them, too. But we can't have a conversation if you refuse to stay one-sided on the left without looking at the other things. There's more to it. You know, I look at the left and the right down the middle before we can start really seeing the bigger picture, not just on one side, right? That's just how it is, though, right? Yep. So, Sean, man, I'm over here. I'm doing this backwards, man. He's just saying Trump is $13 trillion. Trump 13 trillion. Oh, yeah, by the way, you have my permission to block anyone that says fuck Trump, right? So I'm going to let you guys know, if he see the word fuck and Trump, you know what to do. Get him out of here. Same thing with pedo. I'm giving you guys one warning. If I see another fuck Trump, they're going to go ahead and get you out of here. That's just how it is, right? That's just how it is. Democrats are mad. Okay, let me see here. I'm reading this. Blue cities are full of crime. This is what Bud Russell said. Let me see what Bubble said. Okay, Bubble says Dems and Republicans are not the same. One side likes America and the other side don't. It's just that simple. Because most of these guys are wanting America to lose. These are traitors and treason people. They act as if they don't live in America either. They act as if the blue is still in control. You guys have always been the minority. You really have. You are not the majority. You don't even have the leverage Trump and MAGA does. And then the world seeing how the left progressives showed their ass on their State of the Union address. You guys saw that? They can never come back from that. You just can't, right? Lucky You says Democrats are mad that the barbaric regime that killed 40,000 people are being dealt with. It's so true. They're being dealt with. They're being dealt with. Trump and the Patriots are toppling what they have set up, this tyranny across the world. Funding, drugs, trafficking and all the rest of this stuff, right? All of this is being toppled. And then you want to sit up in here and try to have this weak debates. You know, why, instead of asking all these questions, let's just stay on one right now, which is Iran right now, right? I mean, you may as well add this on Trump's list, on his list. Not only that Trump is a peace president that stopped 8 wars, but he's also a peace and liberator president. We got to start putting that on his list now, because Trump is liberating, freeing these people from the bondage that they were in, though, right? They were under slavery, sex trafficking, and all the rest of the stuff that go right along with it. Yeah, liberals are crazy. This is what Bud Russell said. Yeah, man, that's what I say. They don't really have too much of, they're not thinking with a full 6-pack, man. Let's just say it that way. Yep, that's exactly what it is. These people are, man, pitiful. how they showed themselves at the State of the Union. These are traitors we talking about Congress, traitors in our Congress, in the White House. These are traitors, ladies and gentlemen. Not one of them stood, right? Oh my goodness. Oh man, boy, I tell you. Yep, we got here Northern Crest says go Trump. I love it. Go Trump. Right? Critical. Oh man, Critical man. Man, I'm gonna put you on that. Oh man, Critical. I forgot all about you. Man, I forgot about you, man. I'm gonna deputize you once I'm done. Critical, I'm gonna deputize you, man. You gotta be deputized. You've been rocking with me for a little while, Critical. Man, I appreciate it. Critical said it's sad how the liberals never have any intelligent arguments. They never do, because they speak with their emotions instead of facts. You know what I'm saying? See, I can look at the stuff on the left. I could dismiss it right away because it's a bunch of lies and garbage, because I have access to real information that's not being told on the news media, and we know why that is, though. It's just a matter of time, ladies and gentlemen, before that's cleaned up. That view got to be taken off, too. That's another nemesis of propaganda, lies, and deceit. And they're coming after Whoopi more and more, her and Joy Behar. Yep, they coming after them more and more, you know. Boy, I tell you. Let me see here. Sudub says Democrats and Republicans are the same. The only thing I would agree with you on that is when it comes down to Republicans, you're talking about the rhinos, Republicans in name only. Rhinos and Democrats are the same. Absolutely. Anybody that says idiot, thank you for the like. Get him out of here and things like that. So you guys have my permission on there. So you guys have been deputized. I got to get Critical on the list too. You're going to be deputized as my deputy, you know. We're going to ride out. And we in the wild, wild west, you know, gunslingers and stuff like that. We got some places that got to be mentally liberated. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some pushbacks, but it's all good. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Eric Smith says England fought against Germany against socialism, and now 80 years later, England is a socialist. You're absolutely right. I mentioned this stuff, man. They're bringing this stuff back. Why? Because history repeats itself when we don't learn from the past. That's the reason as to why that this stuff have to be taught. Once we win from the deep state and the globalists, children from K-12 and up got to know our history. When we start changing and putting things, the 16th Amendment will have to be ratified. Just how it is, though. They have to understand what is a central bank. They have to understand how the system works. They have to understand their puppets that they put into Congress and legal system, lawfare. They have to understand this stuff. This is the curriculum that must be taught in the history class as well. So therefore, we do not repeat it, right? The statues must remain, because that's the reason why the Dems wanted to tear it down, because they understand if you destroy history, they understand that you can't repeat it, because they're really going after, Gen Alpha right now. Beta is not here yet, but they're going after the younger generation right now. And it's a great thing that Trump and the Patriots stopped it. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Lou Hawk says, sound like far right stuff, right? What I say this even further. The stuff sound right is what I say, because this is the party of common sense, right? We are the party of common sense. That's exactly what it is, right? What is Sean Bates? I'm not reading backwards, but keep saying, don't block me. Read my comments. Read my comments. Don't block me. Nobody blocked you. Everybody kept saying that, he didn't block you. Vegan Dolls says Macron is a French retard. I agree with you. He's nothing more than a sock puppet as well, too. The people in the countries I name are sock puppets, meaning that the globalists got their hands so far up there, you know what? They tell them what to do. Who's the dummy? They the dummy, right? Because they're not even smart people, right? All they are dictated They're actually poor actors too. They're not even great actors. They're horrible actors. You got people in France that's against them, people in the UK that are against them. You got people in Germany that are rising up. You got people that been breaking away from the European Union, like the Hungarians and Poland and all the rest of them. They're breaking away. They don't want to be part of that regime no more. It's about Poland first, Hungarian first, Japan first. Everybody's saying first now. So, which is a good thing, just like we say America first. Canada, you guys better start waking up and rising up, because it should be Canada first. And, I'm disappointed in Canada. Let me tell you why. You Canadians, man, y'all had an opportunity to ride out like Americans in 1776, but y'all remained to be under the crown. Look at you now, being dictated, being slapped around. You had every opportunity, right, to be part of the United States. You got 80% of Canadians, the population that sits on that border, right, on the other side of America, man. You got a very uninhabited area in Canada. Canada is huge, but you should have had joy, because we're neighboring countries, but you guys chose wrong, man. You got a prime minister that don't give a what about you. He takes orders, because he's a globalist as well too. He takes orders by the globalists over there, straight up, right? Critical says God is loved, and the world he sent us has our only begotten Trump. Yeah, only begotten Trump. Boy, I tell you, Trump and God and Trump. God picks who he chooses, and he chose Donald J. Trump, right? This is exactly what it is. Bubba says Trump is a king, 3 more years winning. Well, look, we can get him in there for another 4 more years, because they're showing more evidence that election was taken from him by Joe Biden. There's no way in the world that Joe Biden got that many votes, right? I tell you. Boy, I tell you, man. But yeah, we actually have a real leader, and America is not backing down. We're stronger. We the best. We the greatest nation on earth. And for you guys that living in America, man, because if I had it my way, I'll be rounding people up that's anti-government. I sure would. I would have them rounding them up, because we don't need no treasonous people over here. You're going to either be America and love it in that flag, or you're going to get shipped on out of here. Go over here to Gitmo. Guantanamo is where, and that's where the other people are going to be going. Once they finish catching them, I could see these military tribunal courts going to be filling up. We're going to get those Obamas and Clintons and all the rest of them, though. Boy, I tell you. Listen, thank you for the likes, though, too. Yeah, I appreciate it, though. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Yep. The Grim Reaper is going to be coming for them. You know what I'm saying? Because he's already touching the shoulders of some of them right now. Some of them are already dead. You just don't know it yet. Bud Russell says, Tank, go outside and touch some grass. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Lucky You says, Iran in the 60s was cool. Right. It had to be before the ayatollah, man. And that's the thing about it, though, man. Critical. Let me go ahead and put this up here. Hold on for a minute. Yep. We got Critical again. I got you covered next time. The economy is booming. You're right about that, Critical. The economy is doing well, sir. The economy is doing very, very well, man, and things. It's going to get better, because Trump and the Patriots know what they need to do. You've got to get rid of the Federal Reserve. Got to get rid of it. Yep. We got to get rid of the Federal Reserve Bank, right? Got to get rid of it. Let me see here. Economy is booming. Let me see here. Texas Tony. Trump is the first fuck around and find out president. Well, you're absolutely correct about that. Trump, once again, promise made is a promise kept. He always going to go down in history for saying that one, though. Everything Trump said he was going to do, he has done it. Straight up. Well, you see here, we got to check with Congress. Nope. Trump is a constitutional president, right? Beautiful thing. Let me see here. Yachts or whatever says Iran people are cool. They had they had the 1970 freedom vibe back in the day. Yeah, a lot of Iranian people. I got a friend of mine right now that's Persian. For Tehran, Iran. He's from the capital over there. Yeah, a lot of Persian people are pretty cool for the most part of it, you know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because even the Middle East people, man, they even signed off on it for Trump to do what he had to do. Because people in the Middle East didn't feel comfortable when they had the ayatollah over there. And then they were trying to get that nuclear weapon going on and everything. Man, shoot, man. I tell you. Critical says the rest of the world wishes they had their own Trump. It's so true, though, Critical. The rest of the world do wish they had their own Trump. And for people to know, I'm just kind of reading backwards, and I'm going to go back down here. That's how my brain works. You know what I'm saying? Breezo says, you're living in a fantasy. Breezo, you're living in a fantasy. Do you know how much leverage that Trump and the Patriots have? Things have been changing around, boy. Look at the State of the Union, right? Look at the failed State of the Union they tried to do on the left. What's the deal with the frog outfit? Can somebody tell me why they put on that frog suit? Man. Why they put on that damn frog outfit, man? What's the deal? Man, it had nothing to do with what's going on. Probably the damn they probably did. Oh, man. Yeah, boy, the Grim Reaper is not coming for Trump. He is protected by yours almighty. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Ain't nothing coming for Trump. Has God's blessing, man. It's a beautiful thing. Ooh, man. Lucky You says the leftists think men can get pregnant. That's why we can't take them serious. You're absolutely correct, Lucky. You know, we not believing. It's only two genders. We don't believe in all this stuff. We defeated woke, right? We have destroyed the DEI stuff. You gonna make it on merit or go and find a liberal place? Oh yeah, go to Canada. Canada believe in that stuff. Canada have you. Some parts of Canada, not on the west, but on the east coast. Unfortunately, Ontario and Halifax, Nova Scotia, and some of these other provinces, they have you over there. But yeah, we defeated that stuff, you know. Liberals being racist. As I said before, when they're pushing socialism and censorship, gun control, big government, and control of the media and escalated violence, that is all coming from the left. As I said, they mirror, when you look at the Nazis, you look at the Democrats, and what they believe in, it's the same agenda, right? I already put that chart up before, right? Sure is. Boy, I tell you. Bubba says, never voted for the blue side again. You right about that? A lot of the brothers, the sisters, the Latinos, liberal whites, and others have backed away from that party, especially after the State of the Union. You see that Trump went up 6 points? He's like in the 60s now, man, when they did that stunt. It backfired. Boy, it backfired. Boy, Tank says, Tank, why you got this frog face, man? Why y'all liberals love the frog? Man, what is up with that, man? Why you ain't even looking like no Kermit the Frog, man? You know, I have a little more respect if he had Kermit. Boy, what's with the frog suit? He said Trump is a puppet. Why you got the frog face, man? What's the deal with that, man? I'm just curious. Why you want to run around here and be a frog, man? Don't you want to be a man? And don't you want to love freedom? Don't you live in America? Don't you want America to win? Or you want America to lose? You think Trump's taking us down the wrong way? Oh my goodness, man. You can't respect anybody wearing a frog suit. I can't even take nobody serious in a frog suit. Oh my goodness. Oh man, Roger Frank says Trump is the best president ever. You got that right, buddy. You got that right, man. Oh man. Trump is the greatest president we ever had in our lifetime, man. Oh my goodness, though, man. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the reason why we study, pushing on. I actually know, let me see here. Ramunatu says, I actually know I saw the video. It was a accidental misfire and did not kill anybody. And idiots like the liberals like misfire people. Yeah, well, one thing about it is that we definitely agree that something going on mentally with the people on the left, though. These progressive liberals, man, I just shake my head, man. You know, you just, some people you just cannot fix. See, my channel is not for, you know what I'm saying, Trump derangement people and all that stuff. They're going to believe in that just like they believe in the Epsteins and all. And if they say Epstein too, they're out of here because, like I said before, Trump has already been exonerated. They keep pushing that stuff that you got my permission to boot them out of here as well. So we don't want to see nothing with Epstein. We don't want to see nothing with pedos. We don't want to see any of that type of stuff unless if we're going to be talking about people that a lot of these Hollywood actors, we could talk about that. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about people and stuff and Larry Summers and all these other people that's stepping down and stuff. We can talk about Bill Gates and stuff. A lot of them that was on that island and who else. We could talk about all them people. That's cool. But if they say anything about Trump, which they already have the evidence that he had nothing to do with it, you know. Let me see here. Tank says, I'll double tap your mama. Boy, how you gonna double tap somebody's mama wearing a frog suit, though? Man, come on, Tank. You know what I'm saying? You ain't the R&B singer, Tank. He wouldn't be wearing no frog outfit. What's with the, I'm still trying to figure out. Of all the mascots, they got to be a frog. Are you feeling kind of froggy? Are you ready to, if you're feeling froggy, then jump. All I want you to do is jump. If you're feeling froggy, you know, because I think I want some frog legs, y'all, you know. I'm going to take you and hang you upside down and cut you off by the waist, right? We're going to wash those nasty frog legs up, skin them. We're going to season them up. And we're going to go ahead and put some of that Lawry's and some black pepper on there, you know. Boy, I tell you, if this is a thing that black households love, it's some Lawry's. Lawry's and black pepper, you know. We're going to put it in that darn flour and that cornmeal, and we're going to throw it in the hot pot. That's what we're going to do. Deep fried, boy. Those crab, who like crab legs? I mean, I'm sorry, frog legs, boy. Tank in those frog legs, boy. Don't come around people in the South, though, Tank. You're going to be hit. Look, if you come up here with that frog outfit, man, something going to happen to you. They're going to want those frog legs with hot sauce. Oh, man, I tell you, right? Oh, man. Let me see. Adam says, man, Dunsonberry says, no, you're just a ignorant black dude. Couldn't articulate one policy on both sides. Oh man. Hey Adam, I got something for you, Adam. Hold on for a minute, y'all. You know I love trolling people. Hold on for a minute. Oh, Adam, don't cry, Adam. Oh, Adam, don't be upset, Adam, because your party is booty and it's losing. Oh, get it out, though. We're going to get some McDonald's. Adam, you want some McDonald's? Baby, you want some McDonald's? Oh, look at Adam, man. He's all upset. You know? It takes saying you a retard. He got that. Boy, look at that. He got that damn frog outfit on, man. Come on now. He got down here. Impeach these nuts. He got down here. Yeah, I know that's right. I got my Latino brother here, boy. I think he been over here before. Royal Honesta. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, there you go, boy. Go Trump. Yeah, que pasa, amigo. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Yeah, that's what's up right there. Uh-huh. Yep, that's what I'm at. There, that's what it is. Me gusta mucho, man. Me gusta mucho, man. That's what's up. Boy, I always love it when my Latino people come in here, too. That's my Latino family, you know? Yep. We are all one big family, you know? Your name is not a bot. Boy, Tank. Boy, I tell you, boy. Yeah, I just have fun with them, though, as long as you don't get too far out of line, because, you know, I got my mods in here. Got down here Roger Franklin, you know? Maxwell says, I love Trump. Hey, Roger Franklin Maxwell, I love Trump, too, man. Trump and the Patriots, man. We slowly getting the country back together. We got rid of that nasty woke. We got rid of that nasty DEI and stuff like that. We got rid of that ginger crap stuff. Men going in women's bathrooms and stuff, that they nasty, perverted self. We got rid of all that. Women's sports too. Ladies, your sport has been saved. No more men in your sports kicking the hell out of you, beating the hell out of you. You ain't got to worry about any of that stuff no more. Man, I tell you, man, it was a travesty what they did to that woman a few years ago. That black guy kicked that woman in the head so hard, or punched her in the head, one of the two. Man, she said she never got hit that hard in her life. I say save women's sports and save women restrooms. We don't want no man up in no woman's restroom. Better not go in there, though. These ladies are going to F you up. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talking about, boy. Real conservative stuff for real conservative people, boy. That's what I say, man. Let me see here. Let me go scroll back down here. I know more comments, though. Exactly. Free Iran. Happy Max says, well, let me see here. We got some more here. Well, I think it's because the tyrant ayatollah killed 38,000 innocent civilians. Yeah, he did. Just thinking they disagree with that. Yeah, well, you know how it go, man. That's what we call them libtards, right? Because they are retarded on the left. You know, that's the thing about it. They are totally gone, right? Totally gone, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just over here reading a few more comments before I head up on out of here. But yeah, you know, people like Adam and that and what's his name? Tank. Man, you can't respect nobody wearing no damn frog outfit, man. Are you kidding me? Man, what's up with the frog outfit, man? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What's up with them want to dress up like a frog? I don't get it. But yeah, though. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna did this for an hour and 30 minutes. All right, guys. I'm over here looking at a few more of the comments. Critical, I gotta get you on the list, and I will. You're gonna be another. We're gonna have a whole. When I get finished, we're gonna have a whole bunch of deputized, right? And we're gonna go out here, and I'm the sheriff, man. I got my shotgun. I got my 6-shooter, right? Boy, we're going to be ready to roll on out, man, into the sunset, just like those old Western movies and stuff. Y'all remember Clint Eastwood, Hang 'em High, you know, Fistful of Dollars? Man, those are some great movies right there, man. Let me see here. Krakow says the Democrats are the real terrorists. They use the government to hold people's money hostage. My brother, that's what I'm talking about. Boy, another brother here. My brothers always back me up. Sisters, too. Because a lot of them ain't feeling the Democrats no more, man. They screwed over our community so much, right? And things like that. Boy, they come in here hot and heavy, mad as F and fuck. But look what they did. Look how stupid their party was over there at the State of the Union, boy. They just goaded. Boy, Trump is the master troller. I tell everybody that. And Ilhan Umar and Taliba Rashid fell right into the trap. They are the ones that are going to be responsible for killing the party right where the midterms are coming in. Guys, we are open wide. We wide open to win, man. It's going to be a big red tsunami, and I'm going to be pushing this all the way to the midterms, man. We go out and show up and show out. We're going to make it too big to rig. Big red tsunami. And shout out again to Iran, man. That's what I'm saying. Iran, man. You guys deserve, once again, you guys, yep. You guys deserve it. You guys deserve it, you know. Gonna get your freedom, man. Look at that. It's gonna be wholesome and sweet and nice in Iran again, man. 47 years on lockdown by the ayatollah. Boy, I tell you, you guys know what real communist is. Real dictatorship is like, man, you know, when people are dying just to protest. You know what I'm saying? We have a thing called the Constitution. You have the right to protest, but in a peaceful manner. You can't be over here saying threats or down or kill the president. You can't say any of that type of stuff. The Constitution will not back you up on that. It will back you up if you do it in a peaceful, civil manner. Let me see here. Jimmy. Boy, that's a real cowboy there, man. I got cowboys in here, too. I got a lot of farmers, boy. That's a real cowboy. Look at that, boy. Look at that. In the heartland, man. Bill Gates is a mass murderer. That is correct. You know why he's saying that, ladies and gentlemen? because Bill Gates, and we're talking about euthanasia, right? We're talking about what he did in Africa, India, and these poor countries around the world. He's talking about that with these bullshit vaccines and what they were killing people over there. Bill Gates got it, but I get you, Jimmy. I'm right with you, man. You're 100% correct, man. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And people are disassociating themselves with Bill Gates. Bill Gates was trying to do a few days ago, and they canceled it. He's not going to be able to speak in front of people no more. He's been found out for the murderer he really is with the stuff that he was doing and involvement with Epstein and stuff like that. He's just admitted that he was having an affair on Melinda Gates, with 2 Russian whores and stuff like that. So I'm just saying, though, man, so it's not looking good for Bill Gates, man, Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. He cheated on his wife, gave his wife, and all, what I'm saying? I ain't going to go into all that, but you know what I'm saying, though, man, So Melinda Gates, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know a whole lot about Melinda Gates, but I'll say this, though. I know that they got a divorce, and I think that had a lot to do with it, She was going to disassociate herself anyway because she knew this stuff was about to come down with her husband. Did she walk away with like 36 mil? She walked away with a lot of money, though, which she should be set. She should be set, though, If you see Trump-endorsed and stuff like this, you guys got to get him out the room now. I should be seeing Trump-endorsed, Because if I got to go in here and do it, and I can, do I got to go in here and do it? Come on now, mods. Have you been a mod before? I've been mods before on other people's channel. You can't let this stuff fly. You got to get him out of here. Come on now. Get him up on out of here now. Get him. Come on now. I made you a mod now. I giveth and I taketh. Come on now. Come on. We got to get to work on him now. You know what I'm saying? Hold on for a minute. Let me see here. Where I see Trump-endorsed at? Do I got to do it? Oh, yeah, I see Happy Mac got somebody out of here. That's what I'm saying. We got to get him out. No Trump-endorsed and all this other stuff. If I see another Stein or what, Epstein, Trump, Epstein, what is it, pedo protector and defender, you out of here, right? Those are the rules, right? Respect the room. Or you can go. You can leave. But I appreciate you guys, though, man. I'm going to look down through here. All right. Yeah, Happy Mac, you own it. Okay, thank you. All right. Sharon is on it. Thank you. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up, though, Yeah, I appreciate you guys for playing along and stuff. He said, Happy Mac says, give me them little legs. I know, man. Give me them little frog legs because I'm going to wash those nasty. I'm going to get that dirt and stuff out those frog legs, skin it. We're going to put some Lowry season, some black pepper, put it in that flour and that cornmeal and go to work, boy. That's what I'm saying. You may not want to be here too much longer, man, because you got some people in here that want to get them little legs, man. We're going to get them little legs up on out you. Is Tank still in here, man? Oh, man, I tell you, we're going to get it. Boy, I see here. Let me see here. RJ says all that stuff isn't going anywhere. Unfortunately, this is what you get with social media and internet. Conversation rules the nation. Education second. I always said conversation rules the nation. But, so what are you saying, though? Like, you said stuff isn't going anywhere? Unfortunately, this is, no, it's not going to go anywhere. I mean, well, all I'm saying is when they come in here being disruptive and being disrespectful, it changes the flow. We done already went over this stuff with Epstein already. It's like beating a dead horse, because it's not agitating me. But I want to have a little bit more continuity when it comes down to me and what we're talking about here. How you going to just bring up something else, though? We done went over that so many times, though, I'm not butthurt because we are in the winning circle. And ladies and gentlemen, congratulate yourselves. Y'all all are in the winning circle. Yep. So, yes, let me go ahead and get on out of here. I have spent over my time. And I'll read the rest of the comments offline later on. I appreciate the likes, though. You guys have showed up and showed out again. It's a beautiful thing. Give me them little legs. I know, right? We love legs. I know that's right, boy. Them little frog legs. I still don't understand why they put that frog outfit on, you know. Constant excuses for dear leaders. I'm exhausted for MAGA, you know. I'm not. I'm happy to be MAGA, man. I can go all day. Talking about a filibuster. Boy, we can go all night. If I had time, I would go all night. I can never get tired of MAGA, right? MAGA is the winner. We the best. This is America, right? Boy, I tell you, man. We're in the best position ever, man. MAGA for life. I tell you, MAGA for life. Making America great again. So let me go ahead and shut it down. But I appreciate you guys, man. We're just talking about this thing. Iran, though, Trump and the Patriots are going to clean this stuff up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, let me see here. We got somebody here. Are you purging? Look like he's purging. Yeah, that's Farsis right there. As Donald Trump said, we were born to help people. Go ahead, though, with that Farsis, man. Is that Arabic? No, it look like it's Farsis. One of the two. Yeah. Yep, that's are you Iranian? Because I have some people that come in here, drag frogs. Yeah, Larry, yeah, I got you, man. Yeah, those dang frog legs, man. I'm going to get some frog legs from the buffet this weekend, man. I got to get some frog legs. Boy, with that Lowry seasoning and everything, boy. Boy, they were looking good up there on that stage. And when they had their State of the Union, a pitiful State of the Union over there on the left, it was so pitiful, man. It felt so pitiful. I felt so bad for them. They was up there having fun in the frog outfits. Man, I was saying, boy, come over here and give me them legs. Good night. Love the USA. That's right. That's what Larry said. You got to love the USA. Bye. See y'all. I know, Sharon. Thank you for showing up, Sharon. I remember you before, man. Long time no see. Let me give it special for Sharon. That's for the ladies. That's for you and Sherry and Sharon. Boy, look at Angelica. I do a special thing for the lady mods. And for the ladies, too. I do it for the ladies, you know. Yep. Somebody got to protect them, you know. And that's exactly what's going on in this country, you know. We ain't going to allow these pedos and all the rest of them to run free and wild on our children and the women. No, it ain't going to happen. But other than that, I thank you guys for being part of Some Random Guy. I am your host, Tony Love. Boy, hold on for a minute. Damn, I keep forgetting about this darn camera, man. Where is it at? Oh, hold on for a minute. Damn, I had it overlapped, didn't I? Oh, man. Hold on for a minute. Oh, man. I had a thing overlapped. There I go. Okay, there I go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I had it overlapped. I was wondering why I wasn't seeing myself. There I go. There I go. Y'all see me now, right? Here we go. What do you say? Happy Max said Federal Reserve is hideous. Yeah, they are, man. They are just an evil, low-down organization that only works for the globalists, you know. That's who they are, boy. That's exactly what they represent. I tell you, man, you know. But we are in the winning circle. That's the Federal Reserve and the people that rock with them on the left, you know. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys for showing up and stuff. There I go. Yeah, I'm always used to looking over here. I got two monitors, you know. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you guys for being part of something great. Some Random Guy Speaks. I gotta remember the next time when I do my whatever, I'm gonna make sure that I turn on my camera. Dang it, man, you know. Boy, look at me over here. Boy, looking at that, you know. But yep, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Is it over here? Is it over there? Oh yeah, over here. It's just mirrors. It's the opposite, you know. So yeah, so that's what it is, though, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate y'all for being part of something great, which is, once again, Some Random Guy Speaks. I'm your host, Tony Love, with a lot of love, no diddy, in the committee, you know, because I'm feeling real good and not so itch. Oh, I'm going to say the cuss word. But other than that, though, guys, I think I've been doing pretty good on that, though, because I can get going, though, you know. But I appreciate you guys and stuff, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Probably be this Wednesday. It won't be tomorrow, but Wednesday. But you guys stay tuned, stay sharp, stay encouraged. Let us make America prosperous again. Let's make America happy again. Let's make America healthy again. Let's make America safe again. And last but not least, let's make America great again. Ain't that something? Boy, I tell you. Whoops. Ain't that something? But yeah, that's the airplane. That was the wrong one. But yeah. Now you know what I got to do, guys. Got to play the Star Spangled Banner. And then I'm out. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead on and remove myself once again. I want y'all to see all of its glory and splendor. Hold on for a minute for the American anthem, man. That's a beautiful thing. Whoops. Hit the wrong one. All right. So here it is, guys. Copyright free. And we're going to play it again, and then I'm out. There we go. Y'all ready?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
How ironic that this shows up afterwards, man. America was great before you showed up. Ain't this something, boy? Got the golden escalator and Trump Tower, boy. Boy, Trump made it great, boy. We got to fix it. It's supposed to be a parody, though, of some sort. I'm going to check it out, you know. But other than that, guys, you know, this ain't my thing. This is something else going on here. But the haters. All right, guys. I'll see y'all Wednesday. Peace and chicken grease. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this with your family and friends and other, boy. I appreciate it, though. I'm going to keep it coming. Keep it coming. But I appreciate you guys. I am out. Later.